walked through a forest one day, and I came upon a large mushroom. This is Comics Covered for the week of June 19, 2019, episode AD1. In AD1, we take an in-depth look into exactly how Doug became a radioactive monster. He got this radioactive stethoscope that turned him into the giant, legendary monster, Dougie Hauser.
What? This is the most repellent episode to new listeners.
Sorry.
No one is going to understand what this show is.
Well, if they would understand, if I had, if they had listened to the last episode where we talked about our movie series, AD, After Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yep.
Here on Comics Covered, other than theoretical movie series, we talk about comic books and the world around them, the comics industry, the movies, the TV, the games. We have games talk, not today, but we have had it in the last couple weeks, which is new. Not new. It's, what's the word I'm looking for? It's, rare. That's what I'm thinking of. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for your help, Doug.
By the way, the reactions from the actual closed doors Avengers game footage does not sound great.
Well, wait, closed doors ones? Like people are saying like it's looking janky or something?
Yeah, that it seems confused, like what it is. I don't know. Anyways, we'll wait and see for actual gameplay demos.
Interesting.
Hands-on stuff.
Well, there's your games talk. We'll also talk spoilers, though, about our books, and we'll warn you about them. I'm Jack. I'm still pretty new to comics, and I'm here with someone who is not as new.
Mm-hmm. It's always a weird sliding scale on that one, but yeah, I'm Doug.
Well, that's how time works in comics, so we're just kind of like mirroring that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've always only been reading comics for the last month.
Yes. Well, no, you have been reading for years, and I've only
I've been reading for years and years, and you've only been reading for about a month, and that's always how it will be because, of the sliding timescale.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. How was your week, Jack?
I thought you were saying who you were. Did you say your name yet?
I'm Doug. Did I not say that? I'm pretty sure I said that.
I don't know. It sounds like you're more so dugging a hole. Sorry.
Yep.
Okay, I'll stop. Doug, how was your week? I don't want to talk about my week yet. Let's hear about your week.
My week was pretty okay. I don't know that I did. I played a new board game last night.
Oh, did you?
Detective City of Angels. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good.
What is it like?
So one player, being me, plays as the Chisel, which is basically like a game master role. We're trying to run the mystery for the other detectives, and then other players. We had two are detectives trying to solve a murder case, and they're questioning suspects and getting clues. They're moving around 1930s or 40s LA. And it's pretty cool. It's like scenario based, so you run through the scenarios that you buy in the box, and then you have to buy more. But we did two of them last night, the tutorial one and another one. It was pretty fun. I liked it.
Was it just you and Leah last night then?
It was another friend of ours also came over. But it was so I think it would be fun with another person. I feel like 3 detectives is probably the ideal number. But anyways.
Okay. That sounds awesome. I want to play it. I want to come over.
We'll play it at some point.
Okay. Well, my week was less exciting. I mean, no, it wasn't less exciting, honestly. That was a board game, so whatever. But I've been wondering about Birds of Prey. You know about Birds of Prey?
The series? The comic series or the movie?
The hawks, with the talons and the birds that they get. Okay. What I'm wondering about is that these birds are predators and they get prey. So why are they birds of prey?
I don't know. Well, they wouldn't be birds of predator. That doesn't sound right.
Why not birds of the classification predator?
No, but they're it's like birds of a feather. I don't know. Birds of they are hunting for prey.
Honestly, birds of a feather doesn't make sense to me either because they're of multiple feathers and they're of shared common feathers. Like that's the whole deal.
But they are of a certain type of feather, I think is the idea.
I mean, I get that. I just disagree. But they're not all of these birds of prey aren't all of a certain type of prey necessarily.
I was not expecting when you wrote this on the rundown that this was literally going to be about birds.
Well, okay. Let's talk about it this way. The people, like the birds of, okay, never mind. It has to be about the birds because the name of the comic troupe, I say comic troupe in a specific one, by the way. I don't know, because that's based off of like the real terminology. And I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't make sense. And I think it's weird.
Okay. Well, I'll be sure to send a letter in to zoologists,
Yes.
Linguists, whoever came up with this phrase. We'll track them down. We'll make sure that your dissatisfaction is known.
Thank you. I also did want to ask about Birds of Prey, the comic team. Have you ever read anything like where they show up or anything like that? I just have absolutely no, like, exposure to them as of yet. Was that a series or?
It's been a few different series. I think Gail Simone had a series where she wrote them. There've been a few different, I'm not sure who else. I don't know if like Chuck Dixon maybe did one. I don't remember, but, I don't really have a ton of experience with them. Honestly.
Okay.
No.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Is it usually like Batgirl, Harley Quinn? That's all I know.
Harley Quinn is not really a
Bird
necessarily a thing. I don't remember. Maybe they did a more recent one where they had her on the team. That wouldn't surprise me. But generally, it's Barbara Gordon in whatever form she's in, the Oracle, Batgirl, whatever.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Black Canary. I think generally, who else? Well, because they're
Canaries.
What now?
Canary's not a bird of prey, though.
Neither is Batgirl.
I guess so. It's not even a bird. Yeah, that's true.
I don't think they're all They're not all bird themed characters. I think that's just a coincidence with that one.
Okay.
Okay. It's dang it, I just had another one. Huntress, I think. I'm not sure who else. Maybe Poison Ivy has been on it. Anyways.
Maybe it's like how like the Penguin would say bird, like that old bird or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know.
Penguin's more of a bird. The Penguin should be on it.
Let's get a gender bent female version of the Penguin and let's get her on the team.
I would read it. Definitely.
Is that that's one of those weird things? Okay. Putting aside the gender swap thing, there's always characters like that it's like, could there be another Penguin? Could there be another character who becomes the Penguin?
Wasn't the Penguin? Isn't that like a bad nickname for him because he looks like a penguin?
It is a nickname. So like, yeah, theoretically, it's not like Thor or something where it's like it feels silly to call
Jane Foster Thor.
Yeah, like whatever. But it's just there's something about it that feels weird.
But I feel like someone would have to, because it's based off of his appearance, so it'd have to be a woman who looks like that, who gets that nickname, like, independently, right?
But I guess maybe someone could take it up because, like, I don't know, they fill his role, like, they kill him or something, and now I'm the Penguin and I wear suits.
But doesn't he not like the name Penguin?
I don't know. It's gone back and forth, I feel like.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Because I thought that was like a, I don't know, insult to his, like,
I think
look.
some versions have done that, but I don't know that every version of him has necessarily addressed that.
Okay. I'll wonder, because I recently got a Penguin series from my comic book from my comic book store.
Comic book star.
Yes.
This is the shooting star that rains comics down on society.
I mean, I would praise it.
Oh my God.
But I heard, I'm really excited to read it. But you said you didn't You only read the first issue and you kind of dropped off.
I might have read the first few. I don't remember. It's a mini. I might have read the whole thing. Honestly, I can't recall.
Okay. Well, there you go. He's a bird of prey in my heart. Doug, do you want to move on into news?
Sure.
Cool. So in news this week, an amazing thing happened. Marv Wolfman and George Perez thought, about 30 years ago, we did Crisis on Infinite Earths, and it wasn't good enough. It wasn't real enough. It wasn't hard-hitting enough. So now DC is putting out Crisis on Infinite Imprints. Did that read okay? Was that okay? Was that a good
bit of radio theater right there?
Oh, and thank you.
A teleplay.
Ah, nice. I got
the right word? I don't know that means what I think it means.
I think teleplay would probably be like a play that's shown on television.
I think that's a screenplay for TV is what that is.
That makes sense. That makes a lot. Even though TV's a screen too, so why wouldn't it just be called a screenplay?
I don't know.
The silver screen. By the way, I never understood that. This is great news. I'm sorry. Why is it a silver screen? Did you learn this?
Because it used to be black and they project black and white on a screen. And that is literally TV is not a screen. We call it a screen, but movies are screen. They're literally a screen. It is a sheet of fabric. TV is, it's a teleplay because it's the television. We came to call it a screen because of movies. I'm pretty sure, but strictly speaking, in the ways in which those terms originally meant, that's not really what it is.
Okay, I guess so. That makes sense. Because, even anything that we have that we call, screen time or whatever is not a screen.
That must have come from just us calling it movie screens.
Yeah.
But I don't think...
What would you call it?
It means it now, but obviously, but
what would you call it, though, to be theoretically proper? What is this called? A computer thing?
I don't know. A portal.
A portal. There we go. We got it.
Yeah, the Black Mirror.
Nonetheless, Crisis on Infinite Imprints is happening, and it's happening at DC. It's amazing how their business is kind of imitating their arts. Because, they're the people that always want to do the huge reboot, forget about some things, and simplify some things without simplifying them, and then not forgetting about this thing.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of, their business does kind of do that a lot, which is also why the reboots happen.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. It's really amazing. So this whole talk is all about the biggest thing being that Vertigo, the longtime running imprint at DC, is being canned. We kind of reported on this a little bit, I think a couple weeks ago, but this is the confirmation, and we also got a couple more that they announced this year that were canned as well: DC Ink and DC Zoom. So. I guess the whole deal, and correct me if I'm wrong, Doug, is that all these imprints, some imprints are going to be simplified into a 3-age structure, which is going to be DC Kids, regular old DC, and DC Black Label. And then all the other imprints, all the other standard imprints, are either going to be stopped, or they're going to be, the titles are going to move into whichever imprint in that 3-age structure it fits in. The Sandman universe is going to go into Black Label, I heard. And then there are a bunch of quote-unquote pop-up imprints at DC that are just going to remain the same, I guess. So we're still going to have Young Animal. We're going to have, I don't know if Wonder Comics was in there.
Wonder Comics is in there. So here's the thing. Literally everything other than Zoom Inc. and Vertigo and
Sandman Universe
are staying. Well, Sandman Universe is Vertigo.
Oh, are you sure?
It is.
Really?
They have Vertigo's logo on them. They are a kind of weird sub brand below Vertigo, but it is basically just a signifier that they're in the same universe, but they are under Vertigo. They're under.
What is Dan DiDio on?
I don't know, but they are the one Vertigo thing that is sticking around. Okay. That's the thing. So everything else, all the other imprints it's turned out to be kind of, Vertigo going away is a big deal, but they haven't been doing fuck all with Vertigo for the last few years.
Yeah.
And it's fucking sad because Vertigo's a monument. They're an icon in the industry.
Well, some of the greatest series in history have come out of there. Like, it's amazing.
For sure. But also, they haven't been doing anything with it. However, it does mean that DC basically now is eliminating their creator-owned space. So everything that goes through DC now, in whatever form, is all 100% going to be owned by DC, which I'm sure is purposeful.
Yeah.
Obviously, but it sucks.
It sucks,
You know? I mean, like, I feel like it's going to eliminate a lot of the kind of more experimental space that, like, Vertigo fostered for a really long time.
Definitely.
So, I don't know. It's sad.
It's really too bad. Yeah. I also really liked the Vertigo book that I recently picked up, High Level. It's been really, really great. And it's been really cool to have, like, a quote-unquote DC thing that's, just a story. So, I
wonder what happens with a book like that. It's creator-owned, so theoretically, it could move to another publisher.
Well, wait 1 second. So I heard when we were looking at all this Vertigo stuff leaving, that Vertigo stuff, like, something happened in the contract that they have with those things where it's not, like, actually creator-owned anymore.
Like, recently it hasn't been?
Like, yeah, in the last, like, couple of years or something like that.
Because they, like, relaunched it a few years back. That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. That's
also
what I
sucks, but
thought I read. Oh, it totally sucks. But, yeah, that's what I read. But honestly, like, even just losing something, like, I don't know if they're going to still do stories that aren't, like, with DC stuff. Like, are people that work at DC, like, I guess they're all contractors technically, but, like, I don't know. It's just weird.
Honestly, I think not only is this, I mean, even if they weren't necessarily doing creator-owned stuff for the last few years with Vertigo, like, I think it does definitely mean we're not going to see non-DC universe. There are going to be characters that take place in the same books that take place in the same universe. It's Superman and Batman, or some version of those characters.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think if we're trying to look at Black Label as a sort of replacement for Vertigo in terms of all ages, they really need to expand what the fuck that imprint means, because so far it's been like
Label.
20 Batman books or Batman related books and 1 Superman book. So really need to readdress exactly the breadth of that publishing line.
Yeah. By the way, you read the Superman book, right?
I did not.
Oh, you did not have get out? God damn it. Okay. That sucks. I heard, since we're not talking about it in our spoilers, well, okay, I'll talk about it in spoilers because I heard some spoilers.
Yeah, I heard some bad things about some scenes in that book, and I was like, I think no. Not for $8. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's Crisis on Infinite Imprints. It's hopefully not a 12 maxi series. So we'll hang on seeing what changes in the future.
Yeah.
So the other little bit of news that was interesting, I thought, is that Avengers Endgame is going to get re-released, so they can beat Avatar, basically. Or, I'm sorry. So we can provide more footage after the credits, not real scenes.
Yeah, where are they now? They're like right behind Avatar.
It's like $40 million. It's $40 million or so.
Yeah, it's like a tiny amount. Yeah, it's less than $40 million.
I mean, I get it. This should do it, honestly.
And Avatar had multiple releases. Like, if you look at the top grossing movies of all time, it's got an asterisk basically saying that it made it over multiple releases. So it's only fair.
It is only fair. They could do this like forever and ever, honestly. And honestly,
they're sticking more stuff after the credits.
That's what I read. Like, apparently, what's the dude's name? Kevin Feige said, like, yeah, we're releasing it with more. Like, I don't know. He said there's nothing. He said something about there's nothing changed about like the movie. There's no added scenes or anything, like deleted scenes or anything that were added in there. Like the runtime or something is the same, but like there's like an after credits scene or something that sets up stuff, or there's like some sort of tribute or something in there. It's like, I don't know. I read somewhere that it was just not as big of a deal as it actually is.
Yeah, it says not an extended cut, but there will be a version going into theaters with a bit of a marketing push with a few things with a few new things at the end of the movie. If you stay and watch the movie
Yeah.
after the credits, there'll be a deleted scene, a little tribute, and a few surprises.
Yeah.
What?
It's like they're just releasing the DVD on
Yeah,
movies.
that's a fucking, like, that's the extended, that's the special features on your Blu-ray that you buy. Like,
Honestly, they probably spent some money on something that said that they set up, and they're like scrambling to figure out how they can re-release it and get that minor push.
I mean, hey, put it out in movies with any kind of tiny marketing push and it'll get it over 40 million.
I mean, especially with this fan base, I know I have a limited knowledge because I'm on Reddit and like the internet and stuff, and those are the people that live these movies, but it seems like people really, really want it to succeed like that. So they'll probably do it easily.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to see it again just for some after credit stuff. I already saw it a few times, but
yeah. I mean, I've only seen it 2 times. I'd be happy to see it again, honestly, just to see what it is, because I'm interested.
I think I could wait until it comes out on digital or whatever, but
I can understand that. But yeah, that's about it though. That's the Avengers Endgame release.
Fascinating.
Doug, do you wanna sorry, I won't make the joke, but do you want to get a certain adjective and go into our horn section?
Uh-huh.
It's our weekly comics, for those of you.
Yeah.
We had books this week, didn't we?
We did.
It was a pretty great time. You know, I gotta take a stroll away from form and say that you should say what books we had this week.
Very different from our usual format.
Yes.
Where we sing them.
Yeah. Oh, that's really, really nice. I like that. But, you know, yeah, I know we keep to form every single time. Like, just like our spoiler warning, our intros, we always keep to form. So this is just, you know, a new thing that we're trying. So it's great.
Yeah, we read a script every episode, and it's the same script every time, and people keep listening, and I don't entirely understand why, but, you know, it's like performance art.
Exactly.
All right, we both read this week Daredevil, number 7, Farmhand, number 9, Gideon Falls, number 14, Guardians of the Galaxy, number 6, Invisible Kingdom, number 4, and Little Bird, number 4. Jack, what did you read in addition to that?
I've been thinking about this, and even though they're in the list in that order, why wouldn't you just go into what you read alone before me?
Because usually you read them both, which I think is the joke you were initially making. But
okay, well, here we go. So I read alone Assassin Nation, number 4, which the next one's the last one, and I'm very sad. I'm gonna have to lend this to you at some point because it's very, very good. It's very fun. Big fan. We have Justice League number 26, which I guess at some point Doug is going to be reading.
Probably.
I'm so excited. It's great. This was a filler issue, but it was like, I love these issues because they're usually written by Justinian IV, and they're usually like really good at getting you like situated into what's going on, especially now. And we got like time in the House of Heroes. It was fantastic. It was great.
I'm just really worried since they announced that the Justice Society is going to be spinning out of that book, that the whatever eventual Justice Society book we end up getting, it's going to be super tied into all that bullshit. I just don't want it to be.
I feel like I don't know. That's not my prediction, but whatever. Then we also had Skyward number 14, beautiful stuff. And then I picked up a new one, on a whim. Samantha found it. It's Psy Lords number 1 from Valiant Comics.
From Valiant. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I learned that Valiant Comics is called Valiant Comics because it like was made after a character was made called Valiant, or a comic series or something.
That I don't know. I know that Valiant is a shared universe of books. They're like their own superhero universe, and I know some people really like it. I have tried a couple of the books and couldn't really make heads or tails of them. So
okay, well, I'll give you a little word on what I thought of Psy Lords after a spoiler warning.
Okay. I also picked up Captain America number 11, American Carnage number 8, and Batman number 73.
Nice. Doug, do you want to give the spoiler warning that we always give at the beginning of this section?
Okay, all right.
Oh, that's very nice.
Oh god, there's a bird. There's a bird in my room.
Oh god. Oh.
I've summoned it.
Jesus. Wow.
Mm-hmm. It's bowing to me. That was our spoiler warning sound we do every time.
Does the bowing part, does that happen every time too?
Well, the bird flies in my window every time.
So you're basically like, what's her name? Snow White, you know? You're Disney princess.
I am exactly Snow White. There are cartoon characters just in droves around me. They're on my limbs.
Wow. At least they're not in an Alfred Hitchcock movie, thank God. Well, there we go. That means we're going to make some spoilers right now, and it's going to be great.
We're going to make them.
Shut up. We are technically making them.
We are going to write a new Batman book and then tell you everything that happens in the end of it.
I mean, that's basically what they do with every single book. They write a book and then tell you what happens in it.
If you consider reading a story as giving you spoilers.
I mean, it is.
Sure.
Technically, when you read something or watch something, you're only experiencing it in the best way that the spoilers come, like, in the most dramatic fashion.
Okay, well, is it spoilers if we continue to do the show? Because then we'd be telling people what happens in the rest of this show?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Any piece of media or art is a spoiler in and of itself.
If I can... All right, wait. Okay. So if I don't kill myself right now,
okay,
that will be spoilers for everyone else for the rest of my life.
What? I did not follow that at all.
Let's move on. Okay.
Doug's not going to kill himself. Wait. Oh, shit. That was a spoiler. Shit.
Oh, no.
You have to do it. You have to do it, Doug. Okay, sorry. Let's start off. Psylords. So the reason Samantha and I got Psylords, the reason it caught her eye was because we're super into fully painted things. I think they're beautiful, and it's not something that gets too much love. Is it not done all the time just because it takes more time? Is that the idea?
It's time consuming. It's resource intensive. Like I would imagine. I don't know this. This is speculation, but I would imagine the page rates for people who are fully painting a page are higher because it's more time intensive.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense. And that's probably part of the reason why I get it, because I think it's a really special thing when it does happen, and I think it's awesome. I even got a book recently called Kid Eternity. That's written by Grant Morrison and painted by someone else. I don't know, but it was fully painted as well, and I got it because basically that and Grant Morrison. But Psylords, fully painted, super beautiful as you're flipping through, and as I'm reading it, the art really the sequential storytelling is really, really great too. It was basically a riveting escape scene, and it was fantastic work being done in the painting and the sequential storytelling.
Okay. How was the story?
Pretty poor.
Okay.
Really bad writing. No. The story was fine. They were just escaping from a place. The writing, the dialogue, really bad. Just like some of the worst writing it read like a 12 to 14-year-old was writing it, probably. And not to give anybody shit for being 12 or 14 years old, but you're not getting paid yet, okay? You still have your craft to hone.
I'm glad that you're taking a stance on that, on not giving 12 to 14-year-olds crap for being 12 to 14.
Yes, I really, really...
Bold statement.
Thank you. But really, this guy, I don't know how he has a fucking job. I'm sorry, I shouldn't...
Jesus. All right, let's dial it back a little bit.
Dialing it back, that was mean. I'm sorry, that was mean.
I found some art, though. This does look pretty.
It's fucking pretty. It's so good. Yeah. Okay, let's focus on the art. The art is gorgeous, and if the writing was a little better, I would totally read the rest of the series just because of the art. But it's just not good. I'm sorry. It's just... Okay, here we go. It's just not my thing. That's a lie. I'm sorry. It's just the quality of the writing. I don't think it's good. That's my personal subjective opinion, and that's okay to have. So there you go.
That's fair. I just want you to stop bullying this man.
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry, Fred. Fred Van Lente. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to be
I don't think he's listening. But, yeah, anyways. Okay. All right. I'll skip it then.
Renato Guedes, though, beautiful artist, and I will be looking for if he draws something again, because it's great stuff. And he draws, as I said, the sequential storytelling for this escape is done in great ways. They have some really cool ways to convey, what's going on. And I'm a big fan of it. It was great, but it's just, I just couldn't get over it.
All right.
But yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about Captain America these days? Like, what's going on? Like, Alex Ross covers, I know, are beautiful. But is he still in jail?
He is being broken out of jail. It is a very long jailbreak that is taking a few issues. But geez. he's being broken out of jail right now. He's basically, do you care if I tell you stuff about this book?
Not really. Like, I mean,
okay,
do you think I should care?
I'm guessing you'll probably never read this book, but I'm enjoying it. Okay. It's very interesting. Captain America was basically framed for murder, and he was put in this superhuman jail. And he's like, basically over time, like, kind of come to have a weird understanding with all the villains in there with him. And like, I think it's some commentary on prison reform stuff. But basically he's like realizing that not everybody in there is like evil. Yeah. And he's like allied himself with them in this escape. But he's being also in something that you would probably hate. He is being saved by espionage kind of squad of all-female Marvel characters. Called the Daughters of Liberty.
Now, okay, I don't automatically hate that because they're women. Is there a reason why it's all a group of women?
I'm guessing metaphorically.
Okay.
But they have not explained how they got together or anything. I think it works fine just here because, like, it wasn't coincidence that brought them together. They are a group that has formed previously as of this story. Okay. It's the implication. I don't know why they're all women, but for some reason they are. I think it has more to do with like the metaphorical, like, message of the story than it does, like, I don't know. But
I can feel that. It's still a little hokey, but I don't think I have vitriol for it because, like, I don't know. I'm not going to hold it just because I haven't read it yet. So there you go.
Yeah, that's fair. But I'm still enjoying it. It's a fascinating series because, like, you just don't get many superhero series like that where you can actually kind of like try to pick it apart and be like, what is the commentary this book has? Because like, usually superhero books are just aiming a little more for like
plot,
doing character stuff or plot stuff, and it's or metaphors about the characters and stuff. But this is something that's it's tackling social issues through its story in some kind of interesting to dissect ways. Anyways, that's my short word on Captain America. But
okay, there you go. But okay, Doug, do you want to read Little Bird, or do you want to let's read it right now?
Just read it out loud.
Sorry, do you want to talk about it? Let's talk about it.
I mean, I do want to read Little Bird.
I was just flipping through, and I was just flipping through, and I kind of want to reread it, like today. I'm really excited.
It's so good.
It's really, really great.
Let's talk about Little Bird.
Okay, Little Bird, specifically, that character is fucking badass, and I love her.
Yeah. So this book, there is the Canadian Resistance. There is the Holy.
I think it's the Holy
Catholic American Empire, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever they're called. They are invading this last kind of bastion of kind of independent Canadian society. Mm-hmm. It's this kind of ragtag society of like mutants and loners and blah blah blah. All these people who resisted against this regime, and they have to make kind of a big last defense against their city.
We don't really see how that ends, do we?
Do we not? I'm just flipping through. Yeah, I feel like we spend most of our time actually with Little Bird, now that I think about it.
Yeah, definitely.
They just kind of charge in, and then we switch to Little Bird. So,
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, the way this series is progressing, I think it really, really is told in a great way. Like, it makes a lot of sense. It doesn't feel like anything's being rushed, and everything is kind of happening at a really awesome pace. Yeah, but we spent a lot of time with Little Bird, who at the end of the last issue was stabbed through the heart, but with her resurrection gene, it seems the only way that you can actually kill these people, or kill the people with these like resurrection things in them, is by burning them to ashes. Yep. So, you know, our main bad dude, like one of the leaders in the Holy Roman States of America, I think that was it. I think it's something like that.
Maybe.
This main dude, like, he stabs her through the heart, but she is like, we start this issue with her in her little like weird resurrection place, and she has like a flashback of her mom running away from this dude, and you know, she drops one of her babies. Like, she has two of them in her hands, seems like twins. She drops one of them and has to leave because she doesn't want to, you know, get killed, which it's kind of shitty, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. Does it?
I don't know. She's saving the other one. I don't know.
But it was just a turn of fate, you know, and this ends up being I think his name's Gabriel, who is the sickly, quote unquote, son, of the main bad dude.
Well, also Little Bird's brother, because she is also the child of this bishop. Is he a bishop?
Yeah, bishop, I believe. But yeah, and then we have her waking up. They have her like basically imprisoned, and they're experimenting on her and shit. And it's just, this book, like, when they have, in the very first issue, they had a great escape scene as well with like all these crazy characters. Yeah. They were breaking out the dude, the Axe, which we don't see at all in this. Is he dead? Oh, that's right. He's dead. He's dead.
Did he die?
They fucking like chopped him up and shit. And I think they set him on fire with the Sentinel dudes. Shit.
God, he was short for this world.
Yeah, he really didn't have much. He was mostly in the first issue, I think.
Yeah, interesting. I'm curious if somehow that'll come back. I mean, they fucking burn Little Bird alive in the end of this issue.
Okay, I have. Once. Okay, let's get to that. I have. Maybe I'm wrong. But most of this issue is basically like Little Bird is being led into this jail. And she is badass and fucking breaks out and starts running every once in a while. Fucking is awesome. She talks with Gabriel, which is the sickly son, who is now helping her because he realizes them, and, you know, a bunch of that stuff. And they talk about how he, like, has had a shitty life.
Yeah.
And I don't know. On the other end of this is that the people in the Holy Roman Empire of the United States are turning against the leadership because they're sick and they're not getting any care.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they used her blood, Little Bird's blood, to apparently cure Gabriel, because he ain't sick in the end.
Oh, that's right. His face is all good.
Yeah, because they say they're going to give it to him first before they give it to the general population, and then the reveal at the end is, yes, that they have given it to him, and he is cured now, because his face was all fucked up before. So,
wow,
that's the thing.
Okay, so about this last scene where we have a shaved head. Little Bird. Yeah, you see where I'm going with this? This is not Little Bird. This is totally not Little Bird.
Because they have basically an identical face.
Yes, absolutely.
Her and Gabriel. So somehow
something happened with this dude. Like,
literally the last time. Oh fuck, dude. So the scene before so there's the page where you see the first panel is the back of the bald head. Yes. The page before that.
Yeah.
The page before that, he takes off his mask, they hug. And then the last panel is dude with razor about to shave her head, and the two of them facing opposite directions. Like, it's totally the idea that they're swapping.
Absolutely. So you didn't think about that the first time?
No, I hadn't considered that.
I mean, that's great writing then.
Yeah, no, that's totally what happened.
So this bishop dude, he loves this son, by the way. And after like burning him alive, the first thing after is amen. Like, oh God, it's gotta be that. It has to be. So.
And then he says, I hope in time Gabriel can understand why this had to be done. I believe he will, Your Grace. He's so much stronger than you know. You fucking killed him.
Yeah.
So Then the very end we have, I don't remember what this character's name, Old Sarge, he calls himself. I don't know what his actual name is.
His name's Lando Calrissian.
I mean, yeah, he's the friend who betrays them. Yeah, anyways.
It's a trope, whatever.
Runs a weird, like, is it a mining thing? No,
yeah.
They're just like, they're scavengers.
Yeah, they're scavengers.
Yeah. So he's wandering through the desert and he finds their drill car torpedo thing that they were going to send in to blow up it had a bomb in it, or was a bomb or something.
Yeah, before they got overrun by the Sentinel things.
So I don't know if he's going to just carry on the mission or what exactly the idea is, but
I mean, I feel like he's got
the mission is somehow the mission's not dead because he found the bomb. So
yeah. Wait, also don't those little he must have the resurrection gene then, right? Because he got killed.
Did he?
Yeah, also
he looks fucked up here. I don't know, but he doesn't look healed, so I'm wondering if he just barely survived somehow.
These red snake things are the resurrection things.
What?
These red snake things that we've been seeing this entire time with people coming out of the ground, that's how the resurrection shit is looking these days.
I don't know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about in terms of his arm. I don't know how that's connected to the resurrection gene stuff.
Is that just his arm? The red?
That's how his arm looked the last time we saw him. He's just a weird mutant.
Okay, never mind. I'm lying. It's just that, I see things like the cover and with this, with Gabriel coming out of the ground with the resurrection, like it looks like it's the resurrection stuff. Maybe not. Maybe
I don't know how you're connecting that to the resurrection stuff.
I thought the visual.
I don't think there is a stuff.
I thought the visual of them being resurrected had to do with those like bunches of red, like squirrely snake things.
I don't know, but I know because that doesn't happen to Little Bird when she gets resurrected. This other time, she like gets fucking overtaken with twigs.
Yeah, I know, but I think they're controlling it. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. I'm dumb. I think I'm dumb.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know. There's just weird tentacle shit all over this book. I don't really know what to. I know what the cover means. Honestly,
and honestly, I'd totally read tentacle porn if it was drawn by Ian Bertram.
Jesus Christ!
Would you not?
No.
Okay. Sorry. Nonetheless, Bishop totally killed his son, and this bomb shit is going down. And I'm so excited for the last issue. I just feel like, and one other thing about this series that I think has been so special. And I think is so important, the importance of which has been just like driven into me so much. This book has come out so regularly at a perfect pace. Yeah. And it's made my enjoyment of like issue format so much higher. And I appreciate that so much. And I don't know if that's going to make me more mad when I get delays more often and I don't notice that for other books, but this book has been just so great on the creative end and so great on the release end. Like, it's just awesome. Yeah. I love it.
It was not every book does that. And it's always a smart decision when creators are able to, sometimes that can be a luxury if you're, I don't know that you can afford to do that or whatever, but like that they are able to do the whole thing and then release it at a regular pace. 'Cause that's clearly what they're doing. Or they just had worked significantly ahead enough that they're able to have that cushion there so they can still put it at a regular pace. But it's really nice that this is not the kind of book that I would have expected to come out so regularly. Yeah. Honestly, it feels like something that should come out like 4 issues a year or something, Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of fucking pages in this shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of pages and it's super detailed. Yeah. So, it's always a really nice surprise to see like, oh, another one already? All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I'm so excited for because this is apparently, the first series in a bunch that are going to be connected in the same world by these same people. So.
I'm interested about that. I don't know how I'm all on board for more books from them. I feel like I might have rather gotten a new kind of IP from them. Yeah. But I don't know.
I mean, it is like the art is going to look very similar nonetheless, no matter if it's a new IP or not. I just feel like this is must be a big world. and I'm just interested to see what their craft on a big scale.
Yeah, I just hope it's pretty different. I hope it's not like I don't know.
Rehash.
I don't know what I want.
No, I understand. I don't know. This has been just so good all the way through. I just feel like I'm just going to let them get me by the leash, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'll read it regardless. It'll probably be great, but
what if they treat the landscape as a character in and of itself?
Oh, fuck.
Okay, should we move on, Doug?
Yeah.
Okay, Doug. I have one other that I want to talk about. It's called Guardians of the Galaxy by Donny Cates. Have you ever heard of it?
It's a little book that no one's ever heard of.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird to me how Guardians of the Galaxy has become such a big cultural name now.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking strange?
Don't ask me. I've never really known them when they were not big. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's no one knew who they were outside of comics, outside of the diehard comics people.
Yeah.
Before they made that movie. So it's just strange that, yeah.
I mean, were Marvel characters in general that known by the populace? I didn't even know Iron Man. Spider-Man, totally. But
Iron Man would have been known more than Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
He had cartoons and stuff, but
I guess so. But I mean, the main Marvel things that I was aware of, I guess before the movies came out, were Spider-Man and the Hulk. That was basically it.
Did you not know who Captain America was?
I didn't think he was a big deal, if anything. Why would he be? His name's Captain America.
Anyways.
No, I love Captain America.
I think that's interesting.
I
just think it's interesting that the rise that Guardians of the Galaxy as a brand has had. But
yeah.
Anyways.
Sorry, your anyways reminded me of when you say anyways when I say something bad.
So this is the finale of the first arc of Donny Cates and Jeff Shaw's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Which is not going to be Jeff Shaw's anymore.
Oh, is it? Are we moving to different artists?
In the end, he said this is Jeff Shaw's final issue.
Oh,
I know, it sucks.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I'm
not surprised.
I'm just sad because the reason I wanted to talk about this is because, this first arc really felt like it was treading water after the big event happened with Thanos dying and everything like that. It doesn't feel like we started Donny Cates' grand cosmic scale thing that I think he's gonna do. I feel like he has a lot of plans for this whole thing, the cosmic sector of Marvel. But I just feel like we've just been treading water, and it's been really kind of annoying. I feel like
it's been largely kind of dancing. This whole first arc has felt like it was just kind of dancing around, who's the team gonna be?
Yeah.
It's just faking you out and dancing around okay, who people are joining, people are leaving, people are joining, people are leaving, and finally in the last issue we get a few more fake outs, and then it's oh, okay, so this is the team.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what the arc has been. Yes, they've been hunting for Thanos, but or they've been trying to stop Thanos from resurrecting. I don't know, but also at the same time there is some really good character work that's happening in this book.
Yeah.
I think there's some great Peter Quill stuff.
It's kind of only Peter Quill, though.
Yeah.
It's a team. We should be learning a little bit more about everyone else. And I feel like
we got some stuff with some good stuff with Groot.
Groot and
the last few issues.
Peter's, but it's also Groot and Peter's relationship mainly. It's not just Groot. So it's kind of all revolved around Peter, which is great. That's your main character. I get it. But I don't know. I haven't felt like the team book that I really have wanted.
No.
I read the Paybacks from Donny Cates and Jeff Shaw, and that was an awesome team book where I learned about everybody. That was only 4 issues long. I don't know how I was able to get so much more out of that than 6 issues of this. I
think now, and
yes.
I think that's part of what the frustrating thing is. Now that we have okay, here's the fucking lineup. We're going to start to get a little more because I barely understand as people who the fuck Moondragon and Phyla-Vell are. I don't know what their fucking deals are as characters. They're just kind of there, and
they're together.
They use their powers. Yeah, they're a couple. I think that's the most I know about them.
That's about it.
Other than kind of, I guess I visually can recognize their powers now.
Yeah, their powers seem really cool.
Yeah, they seem cool. They just haven't done much with them in a character sense in this book yet. And I want more of them.
Yeah.
Because I was excited to learn about some new characters in this book when they teased they were part of the team. But yes, the team seems to now be, we got Star-Lord, we got Groot, we have Moondragon and Phyla Velstade. We've got Gamora now, so she's new on the team.
Yeah.
And then Beta Ray Bill and Lockjaw, which I'm so fucking pumped that they that Lockjaw seems like he's going to be on the team. I hope that's actually a thing.
I know. That'd be great. I would love it.
Because after Death of the Inhumans and how they like basically out of thin air created this idea that Beta Ray Bill and Lockjaw are best friends.
Yeah.
I am so excited for more of that.
Yeah.
Also, Lockjaw's just great. I love Lockjaw.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think he's overpowerful though? Overpowered?
He just teleports stuff.
I know, but that he is really well at it, and it seems like any situation he can do it. You know, no matter what.
He's just a big old dog.
But there's no like limitations on it. You know what I mean?
Other than he's a dog, and so he has to be told to do it.
I guess so. Yeah, you're right.
Except he's not technically a dog. He's a person who was turned into a weird dog thing. Anyways, we don't talk about that.
They'll get us. But yeah.
I will fucking eat a hat if I don't wear hats, but I will eat a hat if someone ever brings that back into continuity. I shouldn't do that. Someone will do it someday.
Doug, if anyone's going to do it, Donny Cates will say something about it.
He'll have some weird throwaway line where someone will just be like, well, actually, he's a human. And then they'll just move on.
Yeah. So there we go. I'm going to get a hat ready for you.
All right, get a hat ready.
I will say there are moments like this action scene was done well. I thought like I'm interested to see, I don't want to read Avengers, but I'm interested to see how like Cosmic Ghost Rider's story ends up, I guess. Like that's weird. But I don't know. Donny Cates' writing still comes out, even if I don't care all that much about this. Like, I love when Eros is, like, dying, and he says, well, that's so frustratingly obvious that he's the person that it was the conduit for Thanos. My last takeaway from this series. So, Thanos was shot with a black hole gun by Hela, accidentally. Mm-hmm. So he's in a black hole, or black hole manifested inside of him or something, right?
Yeah, somehow, everything, the station they're in and him, I'm assuming, got sucked into this black hole, / destroyed, maybe, I don't know.
And Hela also got sucked into the black hole, right?
Yeah, looks like it. She kind of flies at it and yells, "No!"
So Doug, are they going to meet another character that we just saw in a black hole?
They could show up in Silver Surfer.
I think them, like, being with Null or something like that, or Silver Surfer, being in this black hole, I think that's going to contribute in some way to a bigger story.
I think this opening arc is a lot of planting of seeds for future stuff, honestly, because it's not super rich in and of itself, but I think it's a lot of stage setting.
Yeah.
For things that are going to come back later. We've got not fully intelligent Thanos, but we have Thanos' body with that is alive out there. We have Hela has allied herself with him. And they're kind of slighted now and probably going to be out for revenge. Or she will. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's stuff that I think is going to come back at some point, and it'll be satisfying when it does.
Definitely. And I think a lot of what's new about this with Donny Cates, at least, is that he hasn't done, like, these big characters, like, these big existing characters, like, big superhero teams in Marvel yet. And over a long period of time. You know what I mean? And I feel like he's got, you know what I mean though? Like he's not over
a big team book like this, I don't think.
Or over a long period of time at all. You know? Like Doctor Strange wasn't that long. I feel like Donny Cates is planning something big here. And I feel like since he hasn't done that all that much with these existing characters in this sort of format, I feel like it was difficult for him to make a really, really good, like up to his standards, first arc, while also sowing all those seeds and also closing some loose ends from Or I guess that was his whole thing, bringing Thanos back. But maybe that was, I don't know. I'm excited, and I can understand why this first arc was, like, can be seen as, like, more of an introductory and not, like, it makes sense it wasn't at the level that I was expecting it to be.
Sure. So who's on the art now?
I mean, we can look at the solicit. Do you have the internet open? You must. Sorry.
The Guardians of the Galaxy 7?
Yeah.
2019. We'll see. This is fascinating. Let's just
great.
Wait for me.
This is July 24th, 2019. Donny Cates and Corey Smith.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Different colors, too. Who's Corey Smith?
Corey Smith, yeah. I'm curious about that.
Oh, Corey Smith. Don't spell it with an E, because it's an American singer. It looks like a country star.
Yeah. Also, fuck. House of X and Powers of X come out next month. Oh,
I know.
I'm so excited.
It's going to be so weird.
I was just scrolling through these solicits. Anyways.
I was just looking at his art right now. I shouldn't be doing this right now. Corey Smith's art looks really cool. I mean, I'm excited. But
does it look like of a similar kind of style?
No. Not really.
Not really, no. Looks like comic book art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited.
Looks like good comic book art, but
it's going to be good. But I'm just sad that Jeff Shaw was only here for this one, the arc. You know, maybe he'll come back for another arc later in the future. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well,
okay.
Whatever.
Very cool.
Anyways,
do you want to talk
anything
about,
else?
Do you want short words on anything else? I mean, I really like Daredevil still. It's great. I know you don't like the art as much, right?
Yeah, I found the transition to this new artist in the last issue, which I think is the same artist as this issue, to be pretty disappointing.
Yeah.
It's a pretty drastically different style, and honestly, I think it's a little subpar. But some of that is probably just the drastic difference, because fucking Marco Cicchetto is it's just so good, and such a perfect fit for this book. And I feel like this is just not quite it. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's doing the story
any favors
with enough justice.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
But the story though,
story's great though. I am curious how long we are going to have a story without Daredevil being Daredevil, though.
I mean, they last 2 issues.
I don't know how much longer you can string that along without the book getting frustrating.
I mean, I really like it, though. Yeah. Has it been frustrating already for you?
It's a good story, but at some point in this issue, I was realizing, it's just Matt Murdock, isn't it? Like, it's got to get into some Daredevil. At least, even if he's not Daredevil, it's got to get back into some kind of Daredevil shit in some form.
I mean, the form right now is Matt Murdock. Daredevil is a 911 middleman operator,
which isn't like he's gotta. The implication there is that he can't give it up.
Yeah,
like he's gotta somehow get back into the field.
He's going to. I mean, definitely, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, he absolutely is going to. There's no way that this book is going to just
Matt Murdock number one.
And 20 issues down the line with him still not having become Daredevil again. Like,
maybe he's
either going to become Daredevil again, or he's going to hand it off, or he's going to, I don't even know. Find some new way to be Daredevil without going out in the field. I don't know. But
here, Doug, he's going to become Rat Murdock as opposed to Matt Murdock, and he's going to, get shot in the head with some sniper.
Yeah. That is a reference to Nightwing. Anyways.
Doug. Come on.
Rick Grayson. I didn't even say Dick.
No, his name's not Nightwing. He's not Nightwing anymore.
He's just Rick.
He's just Rick.
It's just Rick. They spell it weird too.
R-I-C.
Which, why wouldn't you do it with a K?
Looks too much like Dick.
I guess. It's dumb.
It's fucking childish is what it is.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. People go by the name Dick. It's like people can, who cares?
Yeah, it's insane.
It's a fucking, only a fucking like person with an infantile brain would think that people would have an issue with your character, with this long existing character being named Dick. Like, who cares?
Yeah. By the way, I have one more prediction for Daredevil, and I feel like it's going towards this detective guy taking out the mantle of Daredevil.
You think so? I mean, they're implying that some rando is Daredevil right now, and I don't think it was him.
Back and forth to see if it was. I don't know why.
No, because he's like got a whole bunch of. He's got a beard.
No, it's not. I know
this other guy looks.
You're right. It's not him. I know completely. You're right. But I just feel like that's where it's going. I feel like he's seeing exactly why like people like Daredevil and like these vigilantes are necessary. I feel like that's what his character like thing is. I feel like he's going to become a vigilante of some sort. Could be, yeah. Or it's going to be like a We Are Robin kind of scenario or whatever, and like a whole bunch of people, civilians, are going to like, because that's what fucking happens in this scene. Is just some rando dude just pulls out a Daredevil mask and foils a robbery. So maybe it'll become like a movement. We are Daredevil. Do you think Matt Murdock is going to like report people that are being like Daredevil on the streets, just like he would report other crimes, like as a switchboard operator? I don't know. Maybe that's a question that he'll have to ask himself. Ask Vic Sage. Sorry, that's the character, the question for everybody else. I'm not telling you, Doug. Okay, but yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Invisible Kingdom is still amazing, and I'm really excited for that to continue because they said that it's the end of the first arc next issue, and that. Yeah, which I was surprised by. I just love Christian Ward, and he can draw everything. And G. Willow Wilson. Like, I think I read something recently that I didn't like from G. Willow Wilson. I forgot what it was. What, did you try reading Wonder Woman? No, it was, it wasn't, I think it might have been in Batman, Detective Comics 1000. She did a story that wasn't as hard-hitting or something like, I don't know, something like that. But I'm, like, she's doing great on fucking Invisible Kingdom. Speaking of Vertigo, that's from Burger Books. Yeah, I noticed that. I think this issue, I don't know that I had like consciously, because I'm reading this digitally, I don't know that I had recognized that this was a Dark Horse Burger Books thing. Yeah. So yeah, speaking of Vertigo. There you go. The iconic editor who basically made Vertigo what it was. Yeah. Still doing her shit, making good books. Yes, definitely. And then my very last little thing, sorry. I just love Farmhand from Rob Guillory. I think that book is super special and like it's going off the fucking rails at this point. Yes, like, it is. Crazy, supernatural, weird plant people shit is just getting insane. And I was thinking to myself, like, I would love to see a random crossover with this and Swamp Thing, where like these people have she feels like a Swamp Thing villain, right? The villain of this series, where she like is able to like control him by saying stuff, you know what I mean? But he has to figure out some way to like separate himself from like, I just think there's a story there that'd be amazing. But yeah, or like he's trying to control plants, but she has control over any of these plants made by the seed. Yeah. So like there's a tension there. I don't know. That would never happen. But I just love this fucking book. I think it's great. I'm really excited for the second arc, and it's just Rob Guillory keep fucking doing it. It's great. Yeah. Okay. Doug, do you want to say anything else? Nope. I think that's about all I've got. What do we got coming out next week? Yeah, we have some exciting things. We got Ascender number 3. Black Hammer, Age of Doom, number 11. That's really coming to a head. We got the full team together, I think, now. Or, yes! I think they're trying to find Dragonfly, probably, because she's not there yet. Were they were all powered up, though, right? Are they're still in the weird, like, new version of reality, though? Yes, they're on Mars. Yes, they got Barbalian. Ooh. And Colonel Weird just showed up. That's what it was. That's where it ended. Yeah. I don't remember what he said. He said something weird. He was the cliffhanger somehow. I don't remember what the cliffhanger was, but he showed up. Whatever. Anyways, I'll read it again. We also have Detective Comics number 1006, continuing the grand epic of the Arkham Knight. Nope. Or wait, sorry, that got solved last issue. It is a Spectre story. I don't know if it's a one-shot story or if it's going to be the start of a new arc. I think it's just a one-shot thing. But Jim Corrigan and the Spectre are going to be in it, so I'm going to at least check out this one. I mean, yeah, this will. I'm still on the verge with that series, but
I'm gonna check out something with the Spectre in it.
Yeah, absolutely. This will be definitely a really good way to see like if I'm going to continue this for a long time. Yeah. Going on, we have Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #8, another series that comes out so regularly. I love it. We have Ghost Tree #3, the penultimate issue. Mm-hmm. Justice League Dark #12, the middle of Martian Manhunter, the #6. We have Action Comics #1012. I wonder if this is going to be a Leviathan tie-in. Is it?
Ooh, I don't know.
Or are they just going to skip that story?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be a tie-in. But Superman's not in Leviathan, so how could it be a tie-in?
Oh, you're right. But
here we go.
I don't know. I'm super curious now. Action Comics 1012.
Event tie-in. Event Leviathan. Yeah.
So I guess
he's just not going to be in it. I think he's just not going to be in it.
Tie-in to Event Leviathan. But so I suppose if this is supposed to be if this is a tie-in to Event Leviathan, then this is where we're going to get the Superman end of the story, and then everybody else is going to be in Event Leviathan, which is a fucking weird way to do it, I feel like. But it looks like he's fighting the Red Mist.
Yeah, but
wait, Red Mist, Red Cloud? Which one is it?
Oh shit. Red Mist. I think it's Red Mist.
Is it Red Mist? Because I think that is the character from Kick-Ass.
God damn it. Is it Red Cloud?
Could also be this, but...
Is it just the Mist?
No, it's Red something.
I don't fucking... It's Robinson Good. That's her name.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Whatever.
Dang it. Red Cloud.
Red Cloud. There we go.
It's Red Cloud.
It's Red Cloud.
But I always want to say Red Mist because it is a better name, but...
Red Kick-Ass? Sorry, this is a tangent. We shouldn't do this.
I have never read Kick-Ass.
Okay.
But
good movie. The first one's good.
From the movie. I've heard that. Yeah. I don't like John Romita Jr.
Oh, he's the main dude?
Yeah. Another reason I didn't pick up Superman,
Oh, yeah. Can we talk about how I heard there's a scene of potential child gang rape?
Yeah. Some people apparently attempt to assault Lana Lang, one of Clark Kent's childhood friends.
His teenage girlfriend.
And he saves her. Yeah. Why? Is that necessary?
Frank Miller.
Is that necessary in this childhood book about Superman?
Yeah.
Anyways, fucking Frank Miller.
I do love this cover for Comics 1012. This cover is beautiful.
It's a very nice cover.
Okay, but then I also found a new one that's coming out next week that
Oh, it's fucking art by Simon Kodransky, though.
Oh, really? I don't know who that is.
It's fucking... Do you remember Doctor Strange Damnation?
Oh, is that him?
He was the one who I was having serious issues with.
He was the one that was like opposite of Nico Henrikon?
Kinda. Yeah, he was the one who was doing lots of fucking tracing and duplication of his shit and also tracing 3D models. It was... Yeah. Anyways.
Well, we'll see how it works. I found a new one. It was Marilyn Manor #1 by Magdalene Visaggio.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm trying to cut back on new books I'm picking up, and I was kind of burned on the last one I got from her, so I think I'm gonna skip it this time.
Okay. Yeah, no, I know. I might try it. I don't know. I just want Magdalene Visaggio. I know.
I want another book from her to be great. It was the fucking Eternity Girl was so good, but I think I'm gonna at least wait and hear what people say about it.
Yeah.
If I hear amazing things, maybe I'll pick it up. But
if I get it, I'll let you know. Okay.
The premise didn't sound very nice.
I thought it sounded cool. I don't know. I forgot what it was now, so don't ask me. But okay.
It's what? Let me see. I've got it up right now. It's in the White House goes dark for. Oh my god, this synopsis is so long.
Oh.
Someone's possessed by. Wait. Someone's got a friend Abe who claims to be possessed by the spirit of Abe Lincoln. Okay, there's a lot of weird shit in here.
See,
now I'm interested.
Now you're interested. That's so funny. Oh my god. Okay.
I think it takes place in the 80s. I don't know.
It sounds cool. I read the whole thing. I remember reading the whole thing and being like, okay, that kind of sounds cool.
Weird White House supernatural conspiracy shit, maybe?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'll take it.
Anyways.
Yeah. That's about all we have for books. I wanted to do two little notes. my first little note is that, did you know that Legion is coming out tomorrow?
Oh, fuck. I keep forgetting that's coming out.
Tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, boy. I was going to rewatch the rest of the series to watch this.
I know. That's your own fault.
I probably won't. I'll probably just jump into the new one. Maybe I'll just watch a recap. But,
I mean, they're releasing recaps for, like, characters, it looks like. I watched one about David and Sid, like, their whole story up until now, so...
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's been good. It was a very weird recap. I don't know why they can't...
Well, yeah. The fucking, like, story of that show is just all ridiculous.
Yeah. But,
very strange.
I'll rewatch it at some point. This is the end, though, so it's kind of sad that I didn't get to watch it. Whatever. My next thing is about another TV show, Doug. Can we be real about Swamp Thing? I've watched 3 episodes. You've watched 2.
Yeah.
That show's not good.
It's not very good.
It's not good at all. It's like just not good.
I don't know. I don't even think it's necessarily like bad.
No.
It's just, I don't know, it's just kind of nothing.
It doesn't feel like Swamp Thing on it. Well, maybe it does actually. It does kind of feel like Swamp Thing, but it does feel like wrong Swamp Thing. Like, here we go. I've been loving Saga of the Swamp Thing by Alan Moore. It's been amazing. I am going to read it soon because I have a bad taste in my mouth for Swamp Thing these days. In this show, they're treating Swamp Thing like a horror movie monster, which is fine if the rest of it was really good. But it's just that I love hearing Swamp Thing's, like, the way he sees things. There's so much narration in Saga of the Swamp Thing by Alan Moore that he's... Like,
is he not enough of a character? Because I haven't... he had just kind of first showed up in the second episode that I watched.
Not hardly at all. Like, the third episode is, he speaks. Yeah, he says, like, a couple things. That's great.
Ugh.
I don't know. It's just... They're still trying to treat him like a horror character and not show him that much, which I understand. That's a great way to do a horror movie, but...
That's a great way to introduce him, but like, and to have like a flavor of that in there, but also he needs to be a fucking character. Like, he is the point of view character.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to be.
It's just that, and he's not. And like, that'd work if the rest of it was amazing too. But it's just not. I don't like the version of Abby Arcane.
That could be a fascinating, like, delve into, like, what is his experience becoming this? And, like, what is his, like, it could be a fucking crazy, trippy, like, how is he dealing with being connected to the green all of a sudden and, like, all that. But
exactly. Yeah. I don't know. And I don't like Abby Arcane. I don't like this version of her. I don't like Drew. He gets really annoying in this third episode.
Oh boy.
I don't know. Oh no. Actually, you know what? Who's the most annoying is this Avery Sunderland old evil dude. He's very annoying and he's not smart and I just don't like him as a person.
Okay. All right.
Sorry. I'm attacking his character.
All right. Fair.
I just need to be real about that. That was a throw up of words. I just don't like it and I think it's bad.
All right. Yeah, I don't think I watched that second one and nothing is calling me back to watch more of it.
Yeah.
So, understandable why they canceled it. So,
I guess so. And now they're saying it wasn't that tax thing. Now they're saying it was just their decision, which I feel like is because they don't want to look stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. Something fucking weird happened there, but who knows?
Whatever.
Anyways, it probably shouldn't waste. They probably shouldn't waste any more money on it. Honestly,
so sad. But, honestly, like, what if they did? I know no one likes doing real genre things with animation in the US, but wouldn't an animated like horror psychological thriller sort of thing for Swamp Thing be like the perfect thing?
It'd be cool. Yeah, you could do some fucking weird. I feel like Swamp Thing needs to be trippy. Like, I feel like you need to do trippy, and I feel like if you did something with animation, you could do something real fucking trippy.
Yeah.
Some Spider-Verse ass shit. But
totally.
I don't know.
Whatever. Nonetheless, ending on a good note, Legion is awesome. Go watch that tomorrow. That's going to do it for this week, though.
I'm excited.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to be
coming out.
I'm so pumped. I'm probably going to...
I'm a little anxious about the show, like...
You tepid?
Taking place in a different time period and stuff. Like, weird stuff like that. I don't know. But I trust the show. So
trust Noah.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I think that's going to do it for this week.
Yeah.
If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for listening. Pretty pleased with a piece with a time stone on top.
What?
Sorry, I want to do this new thing where you know how people say pretty pleased with the cherry on top?
Okay,
I
sure.
want to do this new thing where we say a comics thing as the object.
The one that you pulled out was the time stone? All right.
I guess so. I'm sorry. Was that a bad one?
You just pick a different stone next week? Different gem?
No, that'd be very sad. I guess that'll be on the top of my mind, though. Here we go. Pretty pleased with the lint roller on top.
Okay, that's just a random thing. Okay.
I see it in front of me, so give me a break. Give us a review or star rating on iTunes. It's really easy. You can just do it. Please. Thank you. And if you enjoyed what you heard, I'm not desperate, am I? Shut up.
That sounded very desperate.
I don't give a shit. Fuck you, Doug. I hate you. I'm sorry. That was mean. Remember that fight back there? I'm sorry for it. If you enjoyed what you heard, though, let someone know about us. We release episodes weekly on Sundays, so be sure to check back next week. Or better yet, you can subscribe and never have to think about it. And this is your valuable content for the day.
Valuable content. You can do that on pretty much any podcast app that you use. iTunes, Stitcher, we're on Spotify. Whatever podcast app you prefer, we've probably got you covered. You can also find archives of all our episodes at comicscovered.libsyn.com. That's LIBSYN.com. They're also on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. We are on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram under the handle @comicscovered or facebook.com/comicscovered. If you want to get a hold of us with a question or feedback, send us a message on one of those social media pages or send an email to comicscovered@gmail.com. So thank you again for listening to us just completely ramble for about an hour and a half this week.
There we go.
So, yeah, I'm Doug.
I'm a microphone, and this has been Comics Covered.